Hello, and welcome to another Cook With Me vlog. I haven't quite pulled myself together yet this morning. Hair and makeup haven't happened yet, but we have some family coming over today for kind of an informal cookout. So I'm making just a couple things. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm going to show you two things in particular. So I'm making a sausage dip as kind of like a little snack while we play some games, and then I'm making some baked beans, which will be a side with our dinner tonight. So let's go do this. All right, so right now I've just got the sausage browning. I just use a pound of sausage, and they didn't have, I normally like to use sage sausage because it has some spice, but it's not like too much heat. But they were also out of regular. So this is maple sausage, and I spiced it up with some pepper and then also some red pepper flakes so that it won't be too sweet. It'll be a nice like sweet spicy mix. So once this is all cooked up, I'm gonna add it into this little mini crock pot with a block of cream cheese and also some Rotel. So it's super easy, and I will show that as I go. All right, my sausage is drained. I've got my little mini crock pot, and I am going to just put the sausage, this cooked sausage, right into the little mini crock pot. All right. And then I am going to add in a block of cream cheese. And a can of Rotel. Rotel is just, if you don't know, it's diced tomatoes and green chilies. Just a 10-ounce can. And I'm going to kind of mix that up a little bit. It gets easier to mix, you know, as it like cooks and the cream cheese melts. Right now, the cream cheese is still solid, but the heat is getting to it pretty fast. So then in my little, it's cooked. So at this point, I'm just kind of waiting for it to all melt and like, you know, mesh together. So I'm just gonna put it on, they're not gonna be here for maybe like another hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm gonna put it on low, and then I'll check it later and see if I need to bump it up. So this is what it looks like right now. So here it is right now, and I'll show it to you later. All right, this next recipe is baked beans, which sounds super basic, but this is kind of like a jacked up baked beans. The recipe originally came from like an old Mennonite cookbook, and got it from my brother-in-law's wife's family. They found the recipe, and then it's kind of like trickled its way over. Anyways, so it calls for, I think it was 10, I think the recipe is 10 tablespoons of margarine that you brown the beef in. And I mentioned this in my last Cook With Me video, but my son is allergic to dairy. So if it's a food that I'm gonna offer to him, then I make it dairy free. So instead of margarine, which actually is not safe for people with a dairy allergy, common misconception, I'm using the same thing I use for fried rice, this Country Crock plant butter made with olive oil. And instead of 10 tablespoons, I just did 5. 10 feels like a lot. I mean, honestly, 5 feels like a lot, but I don't want to mess with it too much, so I'm doing 5. Just kind of plop the ground beef in there and brown that in the dairy-free butter. I'll show you. All right, I have diced up an onion and a green pepper. And once this beef is cooked, I don't think I'm gonna drain it. Then I'm gonna throw in the vegetables. All right, so now I'm gonna do 14 ounces of ketchup. All right, now I'm gonna add the 14 ounces of ketchup. Spatch it out to get some of this. And then I need to do a cup of brown sugar. All right, and then it's a tablespoon of yellow mustard and a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then salt and pepper to taste. All right, so here it is all mixed up. Now I'm going to pour it into this pan and add 3 cans of Campbell's pork and beans. All right, here she is all mixed up. Doesn't it look good? All right, now I'm gonna bake it at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. All right, the sausage dip is all done, so I'm gonna show you what that looks like. All right, here it is. Sausage dip, and this can pretty much just stay in the little crock pot for as long as I want it to on warm. So perfect snack for when you've got some people grazing for a while. The baked beans are also done. I just pulled them out of the oven. You can probably see them over my shoulder over there, so I'll give you a close-up. Those are really delicious, very hearty. They could be the main part of a meal, but for tonight they are a side, and they will last, like, it'll get us through 5 adults and Andrew tonight, and we'll have plenty to have leftovers tomorrow. So it's a nice thing to make if you are trying to serve like a lot of people. So let me show you. Here it is. Still kind of bubbly. So yummy. Thank you so much for following along with me today as I prepared these sides for my family meals. And I hope you enjoyed it and found something that maybe you can make at your next family gathering. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.